Hi everyone, I'm Tony Carver from TLC Style and Colour, and today's video is actually about helping you to choose and combine colours from your swatches when you've had your colour analysis consultation. So I'm asked all the time by clients, what can I wear? How can I wear them? How can I combine the colours in my swatches together? And of course, we do go through that during a colour consultation, but often you can forget these things if it's been some time since you had your colours actually done. And so this is a really good timely reminder and also helpful if you're looking for a little bit more colour inspiration. Now, these are my swatches here, but what I'm going to do is I've got some of my own clothes on hand to try and demonstrate to you some of the colours from the 3 tips that I've got to wear colour. So first up, what you'll have in your swatches is you'll have a dominant colouring type, which you'll actually see named on the bottom. Certainly if you've got the Colour Me Beautiful swatches, which is what I actually supply to clients, and you've actually got the dominant colouring type, your sub-dominant colouring type, if you've had that analysis, and also your tertiary colouring as well. So for instance, if I just show you these, what you'll see on the bottom, if you're not sure, you can't remember, you'll see there. So I'm a soft, so this is from the dominant. My subdominant is a soft and cool, and my tertiary is, if you can see that, let's try and get the shine off it, a deep and cool. Okay, so first up, what you can do is actually refer back to obviously your notes about how it is, what works best for you. So can you wear contrast? Is no contrast better for you, for instance? But the first tip, the first way to wear colour is actually to choose a colour from your dominant swatches. So if you've only had your dominant core colouring type done, you'll have 30 fabric swatches. So choose a colour from that and wear that colour. So here's an example for you. This here is actually closest to the teal or the turquoise. Can you see that there? So closest to that shade, it's a dress. So it's an all-in-one colour. It's a colour from my dominant, and it's something which I wear all the time. So the first tip for you is to wear a colour from your dominant core colouring type. So that's tip number 1. Another example, because that's a dress, you might not be a dress person. So actually, here is a jumper. And again, this is blush pink. So this is again something I wear time and time again. Wear it with jeans, wear it with trousers, wear it with a skirt. You get the idea. So that's another colour from my dominant colouring type. Now, the second thing to actually think about doing, or as an idea for you, is actually to choose a colour from your dominant colouring type and combine it with a colour from any of your sub-dominants. So if you've had 42 swatches or even 48 with the new colour collection from Colour Me Beautiful, then you'll actually have a lot to choose from because there's another 12 or 18 colours there for you. So combine a dominant colouring type with one of your sub-dominants, and I've got a few examples for you here. So these are a pair of sort of coloured jeans, which I'm a big advocate for. They're very similar, if you can see, to the damson, something I wear quite a lot. So there we go, dominant, together with these two here, a top, and actually you'll see this one I've chosen from my tertiary, from my deep and cool, which is very similar. This is a Kettlewell one actually, I think it's called Cassis, but in my swatches it's closer to plum. Okay, so that's a dominant with one of my sub-dominants, and that's something, again, you've probably even seen me wearing those if you follow me on social media. So that's one example. Again, dominant and any of my sub-dominants. Here's another example, a bit more a bit more variety this time. So again, this is a skirt. It's got various shades of blue in from, you'll see, my dominant colouring type, together with a top to go with those two, combining those together, which is powder blue in my swatches there, and that's also from my deep and cool, my tertiary. So that's another example. So number 2 is dominant with one of your sub-dominant colouring types. Now, next up is actually combining 3 colours. So we've had 1 colour combo, we've had 2 colour combos, so now we're on to 3 colour combos. And this is where you can choose a colour, say, from your dominant core colouring type, 1 from your subdominant, and 1 from your third category, your tertiary there. So here's an example for you. So here we are with, we've got a top here, which is from my dominant, the mint, you can see there. So that's a dominant. 1 with my dark teal in my deep and cool jeans, jeggings, coloured jeggings, and then finally a jacket over the top. Let's put that in there so you can actually see. So there we go. So you've got that, which is like the soft fuchsia there, which is in the soft and cool. So there you go. 3, 1 dominant, 1 subdominant, secondary, 1 tertiary. 3 different colour combos there for you as well. So it's so easy. Clearly it will take you time to be able to get the right colours in your wardrobe, but actually combining them together can be so simple. So just to summarise for you, different ways of wearing colours from using your swatches is actually to think about using your core colouring type. So choose a colour from your core colouring type to wear. If you want to combine it with something else, again, you could choose something also from your core colouring type, especially if you've not had the additional analysis. But another way would then be to wear the dominant with the subdominant, or your secondary or your tertiary, to actually choose something there like you saw. And then the third way is actually just to combine colours together in a very different way. So it just helps to focus the mind if you're not quite sure about how to combine colours together, or perhaps you've just lacking a little bit in terms of inspiration. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Of course, if you've got any questions, please do let me know. And if you need any assistance, then you know where I am. Thanks for watching. Take care.